after killing Ricky Moy for disturbing his morning's lie-in. This report from Phil Connell.
Ian Swaby wept in court as the guilty verdict was returned by the jury. During the week-long trial, they'd heard how Ricky Moy was hit so hard by Swaby he'd suffered severe internal injuries.
Anybody who sat through the tape-recorded interview with Swaby the other day must have been moved by the suffering that that little boy went through.
One neighbour who contacted social services just weeks before Ricky's death claims his plight was overlooked.
Enough wasn't done. He was left to suffer some more, and he did suffer.
As Swaby was led from court, members of Ricky Moy's family welcomed the life sentence and said justice had now been done.
Look North has learnt that the North Sea is on the verge of ecological collapse as a result of overfishing. The warning follows a report by a team of Europe's top marine scientists. Our environment correspondent Richard Sadler reports.
The North Sea, one of the most prolific in the world, has been fished for centuries. The scale of exploitation has increased dramatically. 37% of the entire commercial stock of whiting is now being removed. More than half of all cod are caught. And for haddock, 54% of the mature population is landed every year, leaving stocks at their lowest level for 30 years. Scientists believe new, more destructive fishing techniques are also to blame, with ever more efficient trawling methods eliminating all marine life.
Those are the headlines. Have a good weekend. Now the national weather with Suzanne Charlton.
Good evening. As for this weekend, it looks as if we've got some fairly typical spring weather coming up, often windy, spells of rain one half of the day, sunshine and some showers the next, then back to the rain again. And rain and wet weather is how we start off, all because of this weather front here. Now closest to the front, that's across western Scotland and down through Ireland, so we've got most of the rain right now. But there are patches of light rain and drizzle further in across northern and western areas of England and Wales. And that will be the way things continue really through the night. Mostly dry across to the southeast though, perhaps a little damp even here by morning. The main belt of the rain tied in with the weather front heading east and south with strong or gale-force southwesterly winds accompanying the rain. But late in the night, a bit of a change, at least for Northern Ireland and the northwest of Scotland. Clearer skies coming in, 1 or 2 showers, and temperatures dropping here. Maybe 1 or 2 isolated glens in Scotland seeing a bit of frost and ice. But of course, we've got all the cloud and the rain and the strong winds, a really mild night coming up. And the weather front is still with us tomorrow, as is the cloud and the rain it brings. In the morning across England and Wales, mostly light and fairly patchy, but we could see a sting in its tail as it heads away into the afternoon, maybe some heavier bursts of rain as it clears the southeast. But most of England and Wales brightening up into the afternoon period. Some showers around the Irish Sea heading across North Wales and northern England, but most of the showers tomorrow will be across Northern Ireland and western Scotland. Turning quite wintry in places, there will be fresh snowfall over the mountains of Scotland, and that will be drifting around in strong or gale-force winds, making it feel cold again across northern Britain, and even down in the south, those temperatures will take just a bit of a dip. Looking ahead to Sunday, well, here comes the changeable weather again, yet another Atlantic system sweeping in from the west, a lot of cloud and rain hammering in first thing in the morning. Right through the day then, England and Wales here will be cloudy, damp and wet and mild, windy too. A change back to showers in the far northwest later on in the day. Some of them heavy and thundery. All in all, a very changeable weekend. Bye from me.
Hard-hitting drama in the acclaimed Laurel Avenue on BBC2 shortly, following one eventful weekend in the lives of a large black American family.
What are you doing? Deceit and desire in Take Me Home.
You just mean to punish me.
You're good at ordering wine, but you don't know anything.
Don't walk away from me!
Take Me Home, Monday at 10:10 on BBC1.
Charles Bronson stars as a Russian agent whose task is to track down a KGB fanatic threatening to trigger a global conflict with a single phone call. Telefon in 50 minutes. First on BBC1, following his exploits in Israel, Frank returns home alone, still finding that love hurts.
full time to live. Like a flower, he blossoms and then withers. Like a shadow, he flees and never stays. In the midst of life, we are in death. To whom can we turn for help but you, Lord? We entrusted our sister, Grace Campbell,
coming.
God's merciful.
Is Tessa here?
Still it is,
Commit her body to the